ai saboda wannan rikicin zaben da ake.
Wallahi ni ma abin da yana da yawo a Kano kenan jiya. Na dan gudowa ma ni da na je kasuwa.
Kaka da ma za mu shirya yadda za mu je, zan shigo Kanan.
Okay,
Za mu
ba cikin gari
je
kake ba? Ba cikin gari kake ba?
ba cikin gari nake ba gaskiya.
Okay, kake kashi ba. Na zo.
Sai mu tsara yadda za mu je gidan marayu na Allah da
Okay,
Nasidi.
okay, to shi ke nan bari mu abin nan din.
Yawa.
Bari na ga ya shigo ma sadin. Bari mu anan. Duniya mai haɗi ko? Yarinya nan abokan mu har da 'yan Malawi da 'yan Uganda. Ina da abokin ɗan Uganda. Au, kai, ji da ake.
Ina
Welcome, sir.
Hello learners, today we will continue different types of settings in social work education. When you will visit the organizations, you focus on the nature of the organization and in which setting the organization is working. Yesterday we discussed education, health and correctional setting and community setting. Today we will continue with community setting, then de-addiction centers and the remaining settings in social work education. Community services, NGOs provide community related services. Some of them specialize in a single activity. Example, in health, Women's Health Foundation, WHF, uh, organization located at Uganda. Their main focus on only health. Uh, health. Few organizations working in educational sector, education setting only, while others provide multiple services. Example, Wellbeing Foundation is located at Nigeria. So in community services, organizations working with specific area, either health or education or women empowerment or disabled or de-addiction, like most of them have social workers working for them. Across the world, organizations, non-governmental organizations in the area of community services. Their major include study and research of the community. When they visit as a social worker, first identifying the felt needs of the problem. Any organization working in the community, first they will find out the felt needs of the people. What is their requirements? Based on their organizing awareness programs. For example, in your locality in Nigeria or Malawi or Uganda, any other African countries, once you appointed as a social worker with one international organization. As a social worker, identifying the felt needs of the people where you will work. Based on that, organizing awareness programs. For example, you will find malnutrition program in your locality. Based on that, you conduct one awareness program on malnutrition. You invite one pediatric doctor, children doctor, and how to improve the nutrition nutritional inputs to the children who are residing in your locality where you are working, and mobilizing people, identifying leaders, setting priorities. What are the steps? There is a resources are available within the community. Otherwise, we request the governments or non-governmental organizations and suggesting alternative means to solve the problems. Just only providing nutritious food to the children is enough. In in few conditions, in few communities, they are not ready to take nutrition food if the government or non-governmental organization will provide the nutrition food. Why they won't accept? Because there is a different reasons, because of their culture, because of their uh, the particular nutrition food is not familiar with their families and children. So as a social worker, suggesting alternative means to solve the problems. If they won't accept the nutritional scheme, nutritional supplement and nutrition to the children, what is the alternate in the particular situation? And implementing programs and evaluating them. First, identifying the problem, organizing awareness programs, mobilizing people, and setting priorities and alternatives, then implementing the program, then evaluation of the program. The community setting gives the social worker plenty of opportunities to use the integrated methods of social work. Compare with other settings, in community setting, we can observe integrated methods of social work. We can see casework method, we can see group work method, we can observe community organization method in community setting. For example, trainee social worker visiting a community service, NGOs may observe the profile of the NGO or voluntary organization and who are the beneficiaries of the organization, and what is the source of the organization funding, and what are the interventions they are implementing in the community. As a trainee social worker, you may focus on these services and in interventions. The de-addiction and rehabilitation centers. These centers provide drug addicts, alcoholics, and other substance abusers medical and psychological support to end their addiction and become useful members of the society once again. The ultimate goal of these de-addiction and rehabilitation centers are support to end their addiction and become useful members of the society once again. Earlier, there is no alcohol addiction, there is no drug addiction. After certain time, after, for example, student addicted drug or alcoholics, before joining the college, there is no addiction of drug or alcoholic. When the student will join the college, because of his peers or his friends, he may addicted alcohol or drug. Before there is no drug or alcoholic addiction. So once when the addiction individual reached the center, the de-addiction or rehabilitation centers provide psychological support to end their addiction and become useful members of the society once again. Social workers are involved in counseling the patient and his or family members, helping them to end the addiction and prevent lapse in future. Not only providing services to the addicted, but also providing service psychological or counseling to the family members of the patients. Trainee social worker may observe the kind of services offered by de-addiction centers and rehabilitation plan of inmates. If, as a social work trainee, you may observe in your locality what kind of services provided by the organizations or centers and rehabilitation plan of inmates who are staying in de-addiction or rehabilitation centers. Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, can you please share
Yes.
your screen?
You are not audible.
I was saying, can you please share your screen? Can you hear me?
You have any idea about de-addiction centers or de-addiction centers in your locality? Have anyone observed de-addiction centers in your locality? Please respond. Please speak, say something about de-addiction centers. If you have any de-addiction centers in your locality, in your area, in your town.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
In Kano, there is one.
Okay.
In in Kano, Nigeria, there is one center, but it's not for addiction center. It's called rehabilitation center. It is a center that's usually people who are being addicted to drugs and some other things are taken there for rehabilitation. So it is.
Is there
It
any
is.
center in your area, Sakir?
Yeah, it is.
Is there any?
There is, but normally it is a rehabilitation center for addict people. Yeah, it's not always bad.
Okay. When you will visit the organization, just you find out and note down the services provided by uh, NGO or de-addiction center. Usually de-addiction centers set up by NGOs, non-governmental organizations or voluntary organizations. In few areas, even government also setting up these de-addiction centers. Yes. Any more?
Yes.
Yes.
To add on just on what my brother Sagir was just stated down. Even us here in Uganda, we have rehabilitation centers. For example, I'll talk about the Coast Hospital on Wentebe Road. So it is there, especially for those who have been addicted with drugs. That is what I can just add on what my brothers just stated down. For them in Nigeria, it is there. Even for us here in Uganda, it is there. Coast Hospital in Uganda. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Am I audible, sir?
You are audible to us, but not to him.
Okay, okay, okay. Hello? Hello?
Hi, he is offline now.
He's
Okay.
having a bad network. Maybe we should
That
wait for him to come.
Okay. Okay, no problem. No problem.
Hello. Guys, I want to ask something. Maybe someone can enlighten me.
Okay.
Are we going to cover for semester one and semester two and write the exams for semester one and semester two by June? Does anyone have an idea?
No, me, according to what I understand concerning this is we are going to attend the lecture for semester one and two subsequently. And the exam for first semester comes June. Then we write
Yes, yes.
exam
Please,
for
Sagir,
second.
Sagir,
Okay,
Sagir. Due to some network issues, I lost my uh, connection. Please,
yeah, okay, thank you. Send that. You're welcome, sir.
yes. Yeah,
You are
please
highly welcome.
respond. Yes, please respond anyone regarding this de-addiction centers in your locality. Do you have any idea about de-addiction centers in your locality? Just you say something about de-addiction centers. After that, we will go.
Oh, yeah,
That's what we said. We only have rehabilitation center here in Nigeria, not addiction center. That's it.
Okay, okay.
And that is what is also in Uganda. We have rehabilitation centers, and I have even given out one example of Kosu Hospital, which is located in the central part of Uganda, that is the side of the city, in Entebbe near Kampala. That is it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can you visit the center, Danish, as part of our observational visit? Can you visit? Yes, please, Dennis.
Well, for now I can't say anything about much about it, but it is free. You can
Once
go.
once
Uh,
once you visit, you must know about the center. Okay.
okay, sir.
Okay. Any more?
Welcome, doctor.
Buba.
hello.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Please.
Thank you, sir. So we have in our community we have some NGOs that they are provide rehabilitation center for those who have a psychosocial problem. Those who have a psychosocial problem in the community, they provide them support of medicines are in the rehabilitation center in the community. But it's not provided by a government, it's provided by an international NGO,
Okay.
international organization, Medicine du Monde. They are
Okay.
who
Okay.
one support the community with this rehabilitation center for providing
You
medicine to
visit.
people who have a
You visit as
psychological
part of.
problem.
Uh, okay. As part of our fieldwork practicum, you visit the particular organization. Uh, is it located in your area? Okay. Yes. Any more?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Yes. Muntal.
Yes. Here in Malawi, we
Yes.
also have some rehabilitation centers, but actually they are called reformatory centers. And in most cases, those areas they accommodate the young ones. Sometimes the young ones who have done something wrong in the community, they are sent to those areas so that they should change at a certain period of time. At the same time, we also have some hospitals like St. John, they call it St. John God Hospital. It also it's a rehabilitation center for people who have got problems, mentally disturbed problems. So those are some of the areas where people go to change their behavior. I think just to mention a few here in Malawi.
Okay. Palliative care centers. This is a new trend. Satish. Hello. Palliative care concept is a new one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Palliative care centers. Palliative care centers, it is a new concept. Terminally ill patients are usually discharged by the hospitals, and the family at times neglects in the situation. Individuals is placed in palliative care centers. For example, who are the people terminally ill? The patients, the family, the patient's family, they are not ready to bring. Hello. Dismas, please off your microphone. Hello. Hello. Omindo. Yes. At the particular situation, the palliative centers allow such patients to live and die with dignity. Family is not ready to spare within the family who are the terminally ill patients. The terminally ill patients, chronic health issues. The patients allow such patients live and die with dignity. They cannot survive more time, so the people kept at centers, that is called centers name called palliative care centers. This is a new trend, new setting. The role of the social worker is mainly to provide emotional support to the patients and organize some events to ease their painful stay in the centers. Who are the patients, terminally ill patients, at the end of their life? They stay in the centers like palliative care centers. There may be other similar settings which are local specific. The fieldwork supervisor will do the needful to provide appropriate exposure to the students. Keeping this in mind, have you idea about palliative care centers? Anyone? Yes, please. Anyone have idea about palliative care centers?
Actually, I have it. At least I don't know, it's look like ID scam here in Nigeria, an area affected by Boko Haram. So it looks like that. But then we are saying is how you are describing it is like
Okay. Faisal.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. It seems like the way my respected classmates are saying in here in Nigeria, palliative centers are just like IDP centers for those who have who have no access to to their food, shelter, closer, and the rest. Government and non-governmental do use to assist, to give them something that can be at least to manage for their better of their life. So it seems like here in Nigeria, it's like an NGO issue.
Okay. Uh, Palliative care centers means were the patients terminally ill, like HIV/AIDS, cardiac problem, heart problem. Terminal ill means very chronic health issues. They will they won't survive more time. Family is not ready to kept with them. The particular patients stayed at centers. Centers name is palliative care centers. Compare with other destitute center, old age home. This is different. Who are the terminal ill patients? Their health is not good in the condition. Chronic health issues like HIV/AIDS and other health issues, cardiac problem, heart problem, or pulmonary health issues. So chronic health patients stay in palliative care centers. Okay. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Muntal.
Uh, the palliative name itself, is it all over the world or
Yes.
it's
Yes. All over the world.
it's called palliative?
Yes. Palliative care. This
Ah,
is a
okay.
new
All
new
right.
new trend. New trend. It is going on.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, in Malawi, we don't have a palliative care center, but
Oh,
what they do in hospitals, they just train counselors to counsel people how to take care of the patients whenever they have the chronic disease that they can't be healed by medical methods. So we don't have here in Malawi yet, but there's a process where like doctors, nurses are just trained palliative ways.
okay. In palliative care centers, they will provide nursing facility, emotional support, and minimum amenities to the patients who are staying in palliative care centers. Mainly three important issues. One is nursing facility. Second one is emotional support they will provide. Yes. Any more?
Yes, sir. I want to add more light on palliative. For example, now about the issue of coronavirus, all white. Some of the countries have been assisted by food, water, shelter, whatsoever things that can make them to have access to their life during Corona. I don't know whether some other countries they experience that, but no, here in Nigeria we experience that. We are in difficulty in in terms of food, shelter, and others, and they do use to make one center they call palliative centers. They distributed things like medicine, as we stated earlier, food, shelter, and dress in order to have relief for the condition we are experiencing here in Nigeria. I don't know whether some other countries like Malawi, Ghana, Uganda, and others they experience such kind of condition that we experience here in Nigeria. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. Okay. The faculty fieldwork supervisor will do the needful to provide appropriate exposure to the students, keeping this in mind. When you will visit observational or orientation visit, fieldwork supervisor who are the social work practitioner in the organization provide appropriate exposure to the students, keeping in this in mind, expose all the uh, interventions practiced by organization. While you may be visiting a wide variety of agencies this semester, some agencies may be providing number of services other than development projects, while others may be implementing only development projects. Once you visit the organizations, you may have some clarity. Some agencies only providing services, providing number of services other than development projects. Few organizations only focus or implementing development projects, they won't focus on services. Based on their objectives. Anyone can speak about this. Few organizations providing services, they won't focus on development projects. The same way few organizations focus on development projects, they won't focus on services. You got my point? Yes? Anas?
So you're not audible.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Regarding to what you said, yes, what you said
You're not
just
audible,
now
sir.
on palliative centers.
You're not audible.
Hello?
Yes. Palliative
Are
centers.
you with me?
Yes,
as you say on palliative centers,
yes.
I think in our governmental hospitals here, we have palliative centers in the hospital.
Is there?
Should we visit the palliative centers for our field work?
Yes, yes. Is there any palliative care centers in your locality, in your country?
Yes, there is
If
palliative center in our
yes,
locality.
yes, very good. If palliative center is there,
They
just
deal,
you
they deal with the HIV victims
okay. Yes,
only.
you visit. Yes, you can visit the palliative center. So that's why we are discussing. So that's why we are discussing about the palliative centers, palliative care centers.
Okay.
As a trainee, when you are visiting the developmental project, you should give special attention to agencies' efforts in the development sector by asking them to what, how, why of the projects. When you will visit the organization, just you focus on developmental project of the organization and just you ask them what they why they will start the development projects, what is the objective or what is the motto behind the designing of this development project, and how they will implementing. So you focus on these issues when you will visit the organization. If the organization running any development project, you should give some special attention to agencies' efforts in the development sector. Development projects are important activity in third world countries like our African and Asian countries. Third world countries' main problem, poverty, is caused mainly due to the lack of resources among the people, lack of awareness and information and exploitative structures. As a trainee, when you are visiting, you focus on these development projects and development sector. Now, when you will visit the organization, you remember pro forma for information required during orientation visits or guidelines for agency profile. When you will visit the organization, just you remember, you focus your attention on these guidelines for agency profile. Proforma for information required during orientation visits. Guidelines for agency profile. Name of the
Sir, please zoom
institution.
out your screen. Sir, please zoom out your screen, sir.
Yes, okay.
I said zoom out. Okay.
Now is it visible?
Yes, it's visible, but please at least zoom in again, please. A little
Okay.
bit.
Okay. There is no.
Okay.
See. Name of the institution. Please, all of you follow me and please ask me questions if you have any doubts in between when I am just discussing about the proforma. When you visit the organization, you remember the guidelines for agency profile. Name of the institution means name of the non-governmental organization or voluntary organization or government organization. Address where it is located, just you mention the organization address, and mission of the organization or motto of the organization. For example, empowerment of women, empowerment of physically with disability people. Like, just you ask organization people what is their motto of the organization, what is the mission statement of the organization. One or two lines just you write down here. Then institutional objectives, 1, 2, 3, or how many objectives of the organization, just you focus and write down organizational objectives. Who is the chief executive officer or executive officer of the organization? Who are the board members of the organization? Type of work or program or projects, how many programs is going on? Just you ask them how many programs or how many projects is running. And the number and nature of beneficiaries. Number, how many beneficiaries is there? So far, they provide services to the beneficiaries. The geographical area of work. For example, address is different, geographical area of work is different. Organization located in one particular town, but the organization working across the nearby area, surrounding areas. Yes, please. Anyone have doubt? Hello? Please.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, due to this performer for information required during orientation guidelines for agency profile, my
Yes.
network goes down and I come back just now. I didn't hear what you have said on it.
No. Geographical area of working. Are you understand about geographical area of work?
No, sir.
Hello. For example,
Geographical area. It's on the
yes.
geographic area. What do you mean by that, sir?
Yes, for example, one organization is working in your locality, but office address only house address or office address. But your the particular organization working the entire around 100 kilometers radius. It will cover entire the district. So this is called geographical area of work. The organization is located only one town, but they will cover entire the district of the entire the district of the geographical area.
For instance, sir, if
Yes.
the organization is working in my locality,
Yes.
that means that I must cover all the towns that are near to me that the organization is working.
Yes, yes, entire geographical area.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir, for this question, in
Yes.
Nigeria is divided into region. For example, we have northeast, we have northwest, we have south, we have southeast. So can we use that terminologies as our geographical for organizational geographical area? For example, if they ask us exactly what they don't know to what they don't know, or if they tell us that they don't know what to put exactly at that particular point, can we explain to them like this kind of maybe geographical location or country?
No, no, no. Sagir, for example, I have one NGO. I want to work in Nigeria. Only district. Anyone say one district name in Nigeria? Any one
Is it?
district name. One district name
Just
of the district.
look like Yalwa is a district.
Yelwa. Yes, yes. I have one NGO. I want to work
Okay,
only Lijwa area only. I am not cover
okay,
entire the country. Only I
okay,
want to work the particular district, the particular
oh,
geographical area, not cover entire the
okay,
state, entire the country. Got my point?
okay. I understand. Thank you, sir. I
Whether
understand.
the agency is registered or not. Is there any registration acts in your country in Nigeria, Malawi, or Uganda?
Yes, sir. In Nigeria, if you could,
Yes,
if like a what am I going to say? An organization like for charity organizations, you have to register before you start working in a specific area. So I think there is a registration, sir.
yes. When you visit the organization, just you ask organization functionaries, your organization is registered or not. Otherwise, just you ask them their organizational pamphlet or template or any brochure about their organization. When you visit the organization, either organization registered or not. This is also important point. You focus on uh, this registration details.
So
Yes, yes,
as you say from the beginning, name
yes.
of institution. Which institution
Organization name,
that you
NGO
visit?
name. Yes, yes,
Okay, thank you, sir. Okay,
Excuse me, sir.
yes,
this
yes,
chief
Hello.
executive officer.
yes.
This chief executive is officer. Do you mean the supervisor that is working there?
No, no, no. The organization main head of the organization, head of the NGO, head of the voluntary organization, head.
Okay, okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So then organizational, yes,
Excuse me, sir, please.
yes, please.
Sorry, yeah, sorry, I will just want to take you back to the number and nature of beneficiaries. Yes, numbers we can manage, but if, nature of beneficiaries, what actually does it trying to say here? Like in
Nature,
critical situation or what?
nature of beneficiaries like women, children, destitutes. What is their nature?
All right.
Only refugees or migrants, like the nature of the beneficiaries. Just your focus. And then
Point
organizational,
taken.
okay. Organizational structure. A simple diagram may be drawn if the agency is branch of larger organization. Its place in the larger organization can be shown. For example, UNICEF or UNICEF is the UN organization. Leave it. Then any organization working in your locality, only the organization working in the particular area or entire the country. If the organization working entire the country, just you draw one diagram. Then first you draw diagram, then a central across the country, then how many places it is working? Just you draw one diagram. And how many places the organization, the NGO is working? Just you draw a diagram about the organization. And the number of staff members and the nature of staff. What their duties? Professionals. Professionals means like social worker, any advocate, engineer, doctor, nurse, or any professionals. Support staff, office staff, either computer operator, junior assistant, financial officer. So this is support staff. Volunteers, either students, anyone can join as a volunteer in any non-governmental organization or voluntary organizations. Even government organizations also we can join as a volunteer if there is any possibility. Any doubts? Professionals, support staff, and volunteers. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes,
we understand. We are getting it.
For example, as a trainee student, when you will visit the organization, professionals is there. What is the designation, qualification of the profession? For example, social worker is there. He is from, he is having any MSW degree or sociology or any other qualification. Just you ask them. And position. What is his position? As a social worker, having program manager or project manager or program officer. What is his position? Or legal advisor, or doctor, or nurse, or physiotherapist. Yes.
Hello.
Okay, Sagir. Go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then history. Yes.
May I say something, sir, regarding
Yes.
what you have said?
Yes.
Okay. If I understood what you have meant by your questions, your previous question before that,
Yes.
you
Please.
say we should visit organizations to know their activities that they has engaged in our communities. So, for example, let me give an example for some organization in my community. But organization, there are many in our community because we are facing challenge of insurgency in our communities. That's why organization they have come to our community to support people in the community with different kind of activities. So in our community, let's start with IMC. We have IMC, International Medical Corps. That is the name of the organization, IMC. So they are providing service, different kind of service. They are
Okay.
providing service of wash, health, nutrition, GBV, protections,
Okay.
all kind of activities that I will mention now, they have provided in our communities. So when I go there, sir, I just ask them to show me how they are providing their activities in the communities one after the other for this particular activities that they have conducted in our communities that I will mention now, the activities that they were engaged in our communities. So this is the first regarding your first questions. That's
Okay.
what I have
Then okay.
want to
Very
do.
good. Very good. When you visit the organization, just you note down the programs uh, implementing by the organization. Okay. Then history of the organization. The student is expected to trace briefly the history of the organization from
Yes.
its inception. the growth of or decline in the number of activities. The
What have you
organization
said, sir? You are not able.
activities
I will not.
are increasing or decreasing, or the growth or decline, the growth or decline in the number of activities, or increase or decrease in the areas in which these services are being offered, and changes in the staff strength over the time can be noted. Most importantly, the agency's rationale for the services provided, the reasons for the changes in approach over the years,
Hear you
and
well. So you
result
can
of the
repeat it
changes
again.
are to be studied. As a social worker, yes, 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 hello, yes, Buba,
Oh, sir, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I
Talking
hear
about
you now. I hear you now, well, sir. So my second understood what you have said about the staff level of categories of staff. When I get you, do you mean that we must know their levels in their workings area? So, for example, in our communities, I know that they have different kind of staff in NGOs. They have program manager, they have protection officer, they have um, they have GBB officer, they have wash officer, they have food distribution officer and assistants. From that
yes, yes,
level, they have many kind of levels. They arrange their work according to the level of the staff. Some they are officers, some they are assistant, some they are interns, some they are volunteers. What I have said, they have a role peoples when they are working in the communities. So I see they have a different kind of level in their organizations. Like
yes,
I mentioned now, officer, assistant, program officer, program coordinators, they have all these in their organizations.
okay. Yes, coming to the resources of
Am I
the
audible, sir?
organization, do you have any idea about? Yes, yes. Sources of funding. Funding, especially foreign funding, has become a controversial issue in the recent past. Uh, Special care should be given while dealing with these sensitive issues. We should not insist on knowing the funding sources if the agency officials are reluctant to divulge that information. As a trainee social worker, no need to insist on funding sources of the agency. If they are ready to say, just you note down the information. Otherwise, you no need to focus on the sources of the funding. If they are ready to say about the funding, just you note down about the information, note down about the sources of funding. Either funding, international funding is there, and foreign sources and local source. For example, foreign sources means international organization, governmental and non-governmental resources, and within non-governmental, private institutional donors and private individual donors. For
Sir,
example,
please
in
zoom out
Nigeria.
your screen.
Okay,
Sir,
okay,
please zoom out. Okay,
yes,
thank you.
yes. In foreign sources, for example, Nigeria, anyone have, for example, Buba having one organization in his locality. I have one NGO in India. I want to funding BOBA's organization. When I funding to the BOBA organization, he can claim I am receiving international funding. He can claim he is getting fund from outside Nigeria. It is called foreign sources. Foreign sources. The second one is indigenous sources within the country. Outside foreign sources and local sources. Foreign sources means international organizations like UNICEF, UN organizations, WHO, International Labour Organization, UNDP, United Nations Development Program, and many international. Ford Foundation is there, Rockefeller Foundation is there. These all are international organizations. In the international organizations, and two categories is there: private institutional donors, private individual donors. Private institutional donors means organizations. Private institutional donors. Private individual donors, for example, I am the individual. I want to funding to some organization in Nigeria or Malawi as an individual. Private individual donors. When individual contributing or funding to the organization, we call as private individual donors. In the case of organizations, we call private institutional donors. Institutional means any organization or any NGO, any charity-based organization, not individual. Like the same, in foreign sources and indigenous sources too is there. In indigenous sources, governmental sources, central government and state government and panchayats. For example, in India, in Indian context, central government will give some funding to the non-governmental organizations.
Before you go further, sir.
State government also gives.
Yeah, I'm just confused here. What are the panchayats?
Panchayat means local governments, villages, village. Do you have any idea about village? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I think maybe you're talking about CBOs.
No. List, neighborhood communities. Neighborhood communities in India we call panchayat. Panchayat. This is the lowest level of functioning agency. Not highest level of functioning agency is central government, then state government, then district level, then block level, then panchayat or village level. Got my point? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Hi.
we can hear you, sir.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, sir, we can
Hi.
hear you.
Yes. Neighborhood community we called as village or panchayat. Either rural community. Lowest or ground level functioning authority. Central is the highest one, state, district, block, and lowest level.
Okay, in Nigeria we call this local government. Nigeria.
Yes, very good. Local government.
councillors and the staff.
Yes. Yes. Camo.
Yeah, I mean, they are at the lowest functioning agency.
Yes.
For example, here in Malawi, maybe we can quote under the local government, we have some people who are act like bridge between the people in the community or in the villages to the district level. Can we call them patchers?
No. The government, central government or state government, any governmental institution funding to the organizations. Here I am speaking about central government funding, state government funding, and district government funding, and block level government's funding. Got my point? Kema. Yes. Hello. Okay. And then community owned resources, methods for raising funds and achieving financial stability. So funding of the organizations is a mainly two sources. One is foreign sources and local sources, means within the country sources. For example, in Nigeria, number of voluntary organizations or non-governmental organizations are working. The organizations receiving funds from outside Nigeria, outside Malawi, outside Uganda, outside Namibia are like this. This is called foreign funding. They are taking fund from America. They are taking receiving fund from England. They are receiving fund from India. They are receiving fund from Australia, Canada. All these are called foreign funding or foreign sources. Got my point? Any doubt? Yes, please. Yes.
Sorry, what's the question, please?
Yes. Yes.
Sir, can you come again with the question, please?
Achha. Do you have clarity on foreign sources and indigenous sources? Ibrahim. Got my point. What is foreign sources? Foreign funding. What is indigenous funding?
So according to my understanding, as you explained it, foreign funding is a funding that foreign donors used to give the local organization that carry some projects or some activities. While local funding, it is the funding is sourced within the local community or within the country. For example, when we have one organization can raise issues and attract some vendors to local donors to donate some amount of money so that they can execute their projects for that matter. I think it is it. Thank you.
Yes, Ibrahim, Muhammad Ibrahim. Davis. Davis. Davis or Muhammad Ibrahim, please respond. Yes.
Hello, sir. Can you please come again with the questions? I lost network connection. I'm just coming back.
Okay. For about I am asking about foreign funding and indigenous funding. What is foreign funding and what is indigenous funding?
Okay, foreign funding can simply be termed or referred to as a source of funding where an international um, donor can actually donate a source of funding for you to carry out a project within your space, within your policy of your organization, in your locality or in your organization. While internal funding can simply be defined as a source of funding where you generate funding internally, either by donation or building an infrastructure where it will be gaining you source of income in order to carry out a project, or even government donation or project funding in order to carry out a specific task or project within your space. Thank you.
Yes, Davis.
Oh, yes. I can just put it as an example. We have several international organizations. For example, we have got Action Aid here, and its basis is not from Malawi. They have got a place where the organization started. So that's where the source of funding for the organization comes from. So we can categorize that as a international funding. But
Yes,
then
very
we have organizations in Malawi, here in Malawi. So if we categorize that as a funding that is obtained nationally, then that funding comes from parastatals, a national organization that are from Malawi, that are basically formulated from Malawi. So that
yes,
could be national funding. Thank you.
yes, very good. Outside donations like Action Aid, use say good example. We called foreign funding in the conditions within the country, either governmental or non-governmental organization donations we called as national funding or indigenous funding. Okay. Yes, Ibrahim. Buba.
Sir,
Yes, I just want to add
no,
an
I'm audible.
what I recently mentioned.
Am I
Uh,
audible?
the foreign funding, we recently secured a grant from USAID to carry out a project on good governance and citizens participation in budget processing. That is completely be defined as an international funding because USAID is actually not non-Nigerian based organization. And also we also secured a funding by the federal government through federal inland revenue here in Nigeria that we will advocate and create awareness on citizens on how to pay tax, and also what tax to pay and what tax not to be paid, and how to pay tax and the processing. I think this is just a two example on the foreign and internal
All right.
funding. Thank you.
Yes, Buba.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, sir. Okay. What I want to say regarding these questions, or what I know, or what I understood, sir, when we say pouring, pounding, it means that some international organization that has provide some service in your communities, but they are internationally. It's not national organizations because they are who want support you in your community by providing some service or by providing some kind of things that had make you to grow up your business. So, for example, let's assume in our community, some organization come and do some project in our community, like schools. Some organization, some international organization, they has built a school in our communities.
Yes. Okay.
Some international organization, they are just come and provide some borehole for the facing water. They have provide cash They have provide cash for a small for those who have a small capital of a business. They just give money for those people who don't have enough money to improve their business. They support them with the money to grow up their business in the community. So if this organization has left the community or after they go on, their project is still in the community because they build schools, hospitals, and some things in the community. Whatever you see it, you could remember them as their project in your communities. So also national organizations is organization that found in your community or in your country. We call a national organization who has provided some service by supporting the communities. Then even the national organizations, they have get some donates from international organization. For example, in our community now, we have some organization called name GISCO. GISCO. The GISCO is some organization in our community, but it's a national organization whereby supported by World Health. World Health Organization is the one who take their response to do activities in our communities to provide
Okay.
service
Okay.
to the people in the community.
Yes, Buba.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. As a social work trainee, all of you focus on sources of the funding, either foreign sources or national sources. Just you ask organization functionaries when you visit the orientation visit or observational visit. Okay. Yes, Ibrahim, you want to say something?
I just want to make a clarification to what Ahmed Buba just made mention. He's been mentioning and talking about services instead of funding. Actually, services is quite different with funding. While funding
Yes, yes,
is referring to a place where you write a proposal to a certain organization or a donor, and they provide you with the money to carry out a specific project, including your cost analysis and budget analysis. But services is actually rendering or supporting someone that is in need during a crisis or critical time, just to support him either for a meantime or for a longer period in order to ease his suffering and whatever it is. That is
yes,
quite
yes. Then infrastructure facility. When you visit the organization, you may focus on infrastructure facilities of the organization like buildings, transport, communication aids, audio
So zoom
video
out.
equipment, buildings, transport, communication aids, audio video equipment. When you visit the organization, you should see whether the building wherein the agency operates is suitable for the activity it has undertaken. For example, a short stay home for women will require the necessary rooms, toilets, and bathrooms so that women can stay with the necessary comfort. You start the organization start stay home for women without any facilities. How the woman will stay home. So you focus on observe the facilities or activities and suitable for the activities as undertaken or not. Besides, the area should be secure so that inmates live without fear. And transport, you should see whether the agency has the required transport facilities to perform its function. For example, in community development program, there may be need for regularly traveling to far-flung areas, and the staff may be depending on a number of transport facilities. In hospitals or old age home, there may be need for ambulance to transport the patients. I think in Nigeria or Malawi or Uganda in African countries, each and every organizations they're having own transport like vehicles, ambulance or any private vehicles is there. Have you observed any vehicles with organizations? Do you have any experience? Have you seen this type of transport facilities with organization?
Yes, yes.
Yes, please. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible. We can hear you.
We can hear you, sir.
Yes, yes, please. Someone is saying something. Hello? Okay. Communication aids. You may observe phone, internet, and computer. And what are the minimum communication aids? Just you observe. In your placement, you can familiarize yourself with the user. The agency puts the computer to and see whether they can be better utilized. Only just when I was in my post graduation, few organizations just show their computers, but they were not using at that time. Just you observe, organization only just put for the sake we have computers, but just you observe, are they using or not? For the namesake, they are showing we have computers. Is it working or not? They are utilizing or not? Just you observe it. And relationship with other agencies. When you visit the organization relationship with other welfare agencies working on the same issue. For example, an organization working with women empowerment, the particular organization relationship with the same objectives working with other organization, they are maintaining relationship or not? Just you observe them. Any collaborative programs or collaborative activities are done by the particular agency or not? Find out if there are other agencies working with the similar objectives in the area. When you visit in your locality, just you observe only the particular organization working in the locality, or there is any more organizations? Is there any cooperation between the agencies working in the area? Are there any conflicts between the agencies working in the same area or field? When you visit the organization, after that you may get some information about the organization. Before that, we don't have any idea about the organization, and between the organization conflicts is there or not, we don't know. And relationship with government departments, whether the agency receives government funding or not, whether the agency cooperates with the government in implementing programs. In the opinion of the agency, how do government officials deal with them? Do the banks in the area support the agency? Just you ask them how the relationship is going on between the government departments with the organization. And a relationship with Panchayat Raj institutions in India, some rural Panchayat Raj institutions is there. Is the agencies cooperating with the non-governmental organizations, cooperating with the PRIs, Panchayat Raj institutions or not? Relationship with the community-based organizations. The number of CBOs working in the field, the method of their formation, self-initiated or started by government, by other agencies, how old are they, and if they are dissolving, what are the reasons for the same. If the charity-based organizations are increasing in strength, and the reasons for the same can be noted. What are the areas of cooperation between the agency and the CBOs? Anyone have idea about the CBOs in your locality? Please respond. CBOs, charity-based organizations.
Sorry, sir. What's the question?
Charity-based organization.
Okay,
Yes, sir, there are a lot of them.
if we
I
do
know
have
charity organization. There are a lot of them here in Nigeria. In Kano, in particular, there are.
Any more?
Hello, Muhammad
Yes.
network is fluctuating. I'm saying there are number of charity organization here in Nigeria, and I know one here in Kano, which is Jamila D. Sleman Foundation. So, it's they are performing the activities based on charity.
Oh,
Yes.
great. When you visit the organization or NGO maintaining relationship with any local charity-based organizations or not. Just you uh, focus on the particular area also. Then relationship with other organizations like religious organizations, associations, etc. Opinion on the relevance and quality of services provided by the agency. Opinions can be collected from the staff members, clients, management, and government officials working in the area. If it is possible, just you collect the information. It is not compulsory. You are in the first semester only. Just you observe what are the services provided by the organization. If there is any possibility, just you collect information from the staff members, clients, management, and government officials working in the area. It is not compulsory. And the problems faced by the agency and proposed remedies. This is also very important area. Many organizations who are working in the community, existing organizations, they are facing some problems in their locality. Just you ask them, what are the problems you are facing? Just you ask functionaries of the organization what 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 type of which type of problems you are facing and propose remedies. As a trainee social worker, if you have any ideas, just you propose remedies how to solve the problem. Internal problems. Internal problems can be related to funding, infrastructure, staff, management, and objectives of the agency. Main reason, uh, very important internal problem is funding of the organizations. If organization having sufficient fund, there is no problem for running any program, any service. If there is no funding, there is no staff, there is no infrastructure, and there is no program, and there is no service. So
Okay, network pulling out.
Wallahi, I'm telling you, these days, network is not helping matters at all. Like,
Wallahi, that's what I'm thinking. Wallahi.
Network issues
Yes.
like
Thank you.
everywhere network,
Mm.
network.
Wallahi.
Hello, Fajir. Please,
Yes, sir.
after this class, please, you have to talk to me. Actually, I don't understand this class. I'm telling you.
It's take ka san me yake magana yana magana akan proforma din nan ne.
I can't hear me.
Yadda za a yi proforma yadda za mu cike wannan din report din da za mu yi in mun je organization.
Anyway, we shall meet in your account, personal account, WhatsApp.
Okay, shikenan. Kai mun magana a gurba WhatsApp sunana ne akai.
Okay.
Ma zan so a ce ba mu takardar nan ko Muhammad.
Muna da shi ai.
Muna wannan takardar da yake presenting ba mu da ita a kan wancan abu na duba ma na gani yanzu babu ita.
Oh, okay. Wannan kan ba mu da we don't have it.
Yes.
Speak English, people.
Amma to ni da Allah to wayannan littafin a ina zan same su?
Yes.
Hey, guys from Nigeria, please
Yes, yes.
stop from
Yes,
getting English.
yes, please.
You
Yes,
can zoom out, please. Okay.
yes, yes, please. Any? Okay. Then external problems.
Sir, zoom out, please.
External problems.
Zoom out, please, sir. Zoom out.
Yes. External problems can be related to the target population. For example, the lack of cooperation from the community or hostility from the leaders. In majority cases, organizations or agencies facing problems like internal problems like funding. In few cases, organizations facing problems like non-cooperation from the community leaders. They are not ready to accept the organizational services or organizational interventions. Anyone can say about this? Are you aware about the non-cooperation from the community leaders? Do you have any personal experiences? Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Today the network is very bad to me. I was trying to be in the group, but network did not allow me to be in the group. I will ask maybe Mahmoud or Sagir or the rest of them, since they are on the network. I doesn't know all what you have done for almost 30 to 40 minutes back. Thank you, sir.
Okay, okay. Due to network issues. So for non-external problems is lack of cooperation from the community leaders. And external problems can be related to the agency, relationship with the government departments and other NGOs, panchayat institutions, etc. In some cases, non-cooperation from community leaders. In some cases, government organizations or government departments they are not supporting to the non-governmental organizations. The students can also note down how the agency plans to face these problems, relationship with the donors and their demands. If you may observe external and internal problems, just you note down the problems as a trainee social worker, how to solve the problems. If you have any idea, any remedy, just you can suggest them. Future plans, the agency plans for expansion and the future can be described once you ask. This will include the new program the agency would start and how it plans to initiate the same. Recognition and awards. If the organization got any awards from the government or non-governmental organizations, just you ask the functionaries. And affiliations mentions whether the agency is affiliated to any institution such as councils, higher educational institutions, network, etc. And any other information. For example, the agency participation in relief activity in disaster-prone area or political nature of the activity, if applicable. Just you ask their expertise. They have any experience about the organization. Just you ask them. You note down about the information about the organization. Just you note down information. Learning process. You can write your own impressions on agency. Yesterday, many learners, you were asked me, sir, how to write report. After this 1.5 hour discussion, you can write your own impressions on the agency. Further, you can compare the agency with the other agencies you have visited and note down the strengths and weaknesses of the agency in the comparison with others. First, you note down on rough paper. No, don't write directly on PDF journal. First, you write down on any paper. You can write your own impression. You can write your own impressions on the agency. What you observed, based on your observation, you can write. You can give your opinion on the importance of the agency to the community, its objectives and its functioning. You may agree or disagree with method used by the agency to attain its objectives and give reasons for the same. You gain it terms of knowledge, skills and attitude can be noted. You can report if the visit was a waste of time and give reasons for the same. Suggestions can be made to make these visits more productive. Based on your impression, when you visit the organization, you can write your own way, your own words. Yes, please. Any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
As you say on the report that we are going to write, we are supposed to write it down before we turn it to PDF. If I'm right.
Before?
We are supposed to write before we turn it to PDF.
Yes, before entering the report on PDF, just you note down on paper. After that, you type. Then you can type in PDF journal.
Okay, so what of on our assignment that was given to us, the 3 assignments, 121, 122, 123? Are we going to write it down before we type it, or anywhere we go and get our references, we copy it and make the changes that we can make and send it?
No. Assignments, that is different. I will explain you later. Now we are in pro forma. Just you ask. Assignments is different. Assignments you can write manually and then capture the image of your write-up. Then it converts into PDF format and then you upload on LMS portal. Assignment is different. Our fieldwork journal is different.
Okay. But you mean this field work, if I go to an organization and collect their data, I am the one supposed to write it in the field work,
Yes.
whether by typing or by writing after I capture it with the PDF and
Yes.
send it to
Yes.
the. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Uh, as you know, we are supposed to visit 20 NGOs.
Yes.
So when we are writing on the fieldwork journal, do we like when after we visit one organization, then we make a draft, then we type in the journal, we visit another organization, then we type in the journal. We are going to type in the journal all of them at once.
As your comfortability, when you are free, after visiting the organization, you can write your report. Once your visit is over, then you write is good. Otherwise, you visit on today, for example, you will visit organization tomorrow, 25th February. After 1 month, if you write, you may forget your observations. So that's why when you will visit the organization, after 1 or 2 days, you finish your report writing. This is my suggestion.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Can you please just show us the layout of report? How are you going to write that report?
Okay. For example, I will show one same PDF journal, the same program, BSW online, national and international. It is also offering through online. Just I will show one journal. Recently, one student has submitted his journal. Yes. Now is it visible? Hello.
No.
Yes,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
it is visible.
Yes. Yes. Now I think it is visible. Yes.
No, we can't see.
Yes,
Yeah.
It is
yes,
visible.
it's visible.
Yes. See here. Someone, his name, address, he has typed and about the his regional center and details. His name, faculty name. Fieldwork supervisor did. Just you wait.
So you are fast. You are not saying
Yes.
anything.
No. Wait. Where you required when? Yes, you see. See, this is induction meeting between trainee social worker and faculty supervisor. Here, just I am highlighting the report. Just you see, today in our online study center, our academic counselor Shetty sir organized an induction meeting for the purpose of fieldwork in BSWL. He discussed everything what we have to do. Like when you interact with your fieldwork supervisor, then you after discussion just you write down your report induction meeting. Okay. Yes. This is orientation visit 1. Hello.
Hello,
We can hear you, sir.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Can see and you can hear.
Yes.
Sir, go ahead.
Orientation.
Zoom out the schedule, sir. Zoom out the schedule, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Orientation visit 1. Date, time. He has mentioned time, date, organization, name of the organization, hours, how many hours he has spent, minimum 6 to 8 hours we need to spend with one organization, name of the fieldwork supervisor, and report follow perform as explained earlier, name of the institution, address, mission statement.
Can you please mute your mic?
Hello.
Pumila, please mute your mic.
Please mute your mic, please. Mission statement, voice for the voiceless. Yes, please. Someone, please.
Shamim, please mute your mic. Shamim Pumila, please mute your mic.
Mission statement, organization statement is voice for the voiceless. Institutional objective to help the street animals. Chief executive officer name, there is no chief executive officer name. Board members 38, type of the program to feed street animals, number and nature of beneficiaries 38, geographical area of work Shivasagar one, the area located some state in India, whether the agency is registered or not registered, number of staff members and position mentioned. Comments, so far we are not given any comments, we will give later. So far this was not evaluated. The second one, like see organization detail. Third, see here name of the institution, and you see here registered, the organization, registered organization. How many are working? 18 professionals they are working. This is government organization, I think. See, type of program rural development, beneficiary is 38, yes.
Okay, sir. So
Yeah.
I just want us to that proforma you presented, the proforma you just presented. So
Yes.
please, can you share it with us so that it guide us through exactly
Yes. Yes.
to get all the
Okay.
instruction.
Yes. Uh, this is online project report, uh, online journal report, fieldwork journal report. I will show some hard copy uh, submitted by Indian student. It is not online program. This is online program fieldwork journal. See, is it visible?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Fieldwork journal BSW first year. Yes, some anyone can say, please read it.
Fieldwork Journal,
Yes.
BSW first year, BSWL-104.
Fieldwork Journal,
Okay.
BSW first year.
Okay. Please, please.
And give
Okay.
and
See. See here.
Fieldwork Journal, BSW first year. Name, dependent as enrollment number
Ah, current address.
1861997. Yeah.
Study center, regional
One,
center, name of the address of the agency, current visits was done. Okay, wait, please. CR induction meeting. Today I came to meet my. This is online. This is not online program. This is offline program. So that's why student met his her academic counselor. Uh, After the discussion between academic counselor or fieldwork supervisor and uh, student has written his report as induction meeting report. Then observational visit report. Just you see here. Next, see, please, all of you see here. Name of the institution: Jiva Daya, a hospital for cancer patients. Is it visible?
yes, it is
Yes, sir.
visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
The student has written his orientation visit report by manually. Address, name of the institution name is Jiva Daya. Address and the coordinator name, mission of the organization, institutional objectives, like the main objective is not only to provide medical care as per the norm set forth by the WHO, but also moral, spiritual, psychological support to the patients as well as family. Board members Dr. Abdul Jaban and Dr. Manjula, Dr. Ponna, Dr. Uday. So here the student has mentioned board members' names and the nature and the number of beneficiaries. Currently, there are 48 beneficiaries. Mostly they are at stage 4 cancer advanced stage. Hello, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are following you, sir.
Yes, you're following.
Geographical area of work. Jivadaya is located in Madurai, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It is little bit on outskirt area. However, all amenities are available nearby. As informed by one of the staff, they have branch in other locality, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, but it is only daycare for the advanced cancer patient. Agency is registered and since 2008 is one of the regional center of the Indian Association of Palliative Care for training actors and doctors and nurses in palliative care. Member and nature of staff. 2 doctors specialized in oncology and advanced cancer care. 3 nurses. 3 nuns. 8 nurses. Sisters. So, history of the organization. The organization established in the year 1990 by a team of committed doctors, social workers, and nuns. Sources of the funding. There are various international and state or national clubs and corporates funding Jivadaya and infrastructure and facilities. The building is spacious with huge front garden and each beneficiary has their own space in the allocated room. However, sometimes they were sharing rooms as well as proper bed and clean bed sheets provided every day. So these are the services provided by organization. Problems faced by agency. Sometimes funding and sometimes explaining the beneficiaries and family the needs of palliative care, future plans. See, here fieldwork supervisor comments. So this is one report, one organization visit report. Yes, please comment. Do you have any doubts? Yes, please.
So this is understood. I think, as far as
I think all of you understand this one.
Yes.
One organizational visit report.
Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes, sir. But I have a request. Sir.
Hello.
I have a request, sir.
Yes. Please.
The proforma you presented, we want it because it will guide us in taking this in effectively, I think.
Today we discussed the guidelines, not a proforma. I will explain proforma tomorrow. This is guidelines. Today we discussed only guidelines. Proforma is there. This is a proforma. Proforma for report on orientation visit. More or less same, but this is a proforma for report on orientation visit. How to write report. Tomorrow we will discuss.
Monday.
Yes, Monday. If you want any model orientation report, once I will discuss with regional director and my director and my colleague, we will send it to you. One orientation visit model report. Okay.
Yes, we need it.
Yes, sir, we need it. If you will do that, you have us in order to, it will guide us to our own. Yeah.
Any doubts?
No, sir.
Buba. Faisal.
Yes, sir. Regarding to what you have
I have some questions.
sir,
Yes.
but I have one observation. You know, here in Nigeria, tomorrow we are having election.
I have some questions. Sir.
Monday?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Can you please give each other the chance to speak, please?
Sir?
Let me please.
Sir? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, Buba, you
Yes,
please
sir.
wait. You please wait.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, Abdullah.
Sir, can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible, but
Am I okay? So my
Faisullah is saying something. You wait 2 minutes.
okay. Okay.
Faisal Abdullah.
Yeah, sir. I think the Sajid has already answered my question. I thought that we are having class by tomorrow because tomorrow is an election day
No,
here in
Monday.
Nigeria.
Monday.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Ibrahim.
Am I gone, sir?
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
So my question is regarding our assignment or our work fields. So what I want to ask now contains our assignment of practicum. So that is social field work. So
Yes.
I already did my 2 assignment of BSW 123 and BSW 122. I already did my assignment. The way that I just did my assignment is when I finish my assignment, I wrote it down in my jotters. So I just come and I just come and just add submissions. When I come to touch these add submissions, she take me to some place where I just go and convert my assignment to the PDF, and then I drafted it into the elements. So I already submit 2 of assignment, but now my question is about our social practicum. You talk about journal. So when we come to submit our journals, we just come and touch the add submissions.
After completion of our observational visit, you can upload.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
But I thought BSW 122 and 123 are for the second semester because we are in first semester. So can you explain more, sir? I thought now we are only doing BSW 121 and the Fieldwork Journal 104.
Regarding BSW 122, 123, uh, uh, you can upload on LMS portal. Once you finish your writing, oral writing, once completion of your handwritten assignment, you captured it and converted into PDF form, and then you upload on LMS portal.
So my question is, right now we are in first semester.
No,
right now we are in first semester.
No. You are in second semester.
Okay, we are in second semester. So are we going to do also BSW 105?
Yes. After completion of 104, you can upload 105 after completion of 104. Earlier I told you, when you complete your first semester fieldwork journal, after that you can upload. Yes, Ibrahim.
Okay, I think the question he's asking, what Andrew is asking, is with regard to the semesters. I think he's not around the time during the induction meeting and the first session we had on the day English and daily life. I think all these were explained that there was a time gap and everything is going to be matched together in order to finish first semester and second semester, that's the complete session. in the next few months, in the next few moments. So that's why everything is going to be done with the specific time that is already there in the LMS portal, in everybody's LMS portal. That's why you have specific date line for submissions of the fieldwork practicum journals and the assignments. I think that's the answer to your question. Thank you.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you, Mahmoud.
Once again, all of you, I'm requesting you, please access with LMS portal. Once you access with LMS portal, you can get all the information about the program and fieldwork also. Thank you. Today, I'm concluding this session, closing this session. We'll see you on Monday. Okay?
All right, sir.
Bye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Bye bye. Good day. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, class. Hello.
Guys, before we just go, I think if we stick to the time we scheduled for recaps, I think we digest almost all of the issues we are having right now. So if we can stick to that, we'll be explaining things and have the results.
Kindly, coordinator, you try and notify us earlier